Oh, hey. Glad you could join me. Hope you got yourself all comfy and cozy there. Let's jump back into some Final Fantasy XIV, shall we? While I also get up to turn on my light that I forgot to do. But we'll get the queue started at least. Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna have fun! Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully, hopefully my microphone doesn't sound too terrible, because I have kept messing around with it over the last few days to try and figure out exactly why I'm having not perfect audio quality. And it might just boil down to the microphone that I'm using, but it might also boil down to I'm an idiot, which is definitely for certain a thing. Thank you, Alice. And good morning where you are. It is 8 p.m. here, or what would that, for a 24-hour clock, that's 8, that's 1800? No, 2000. Welcome back, Vanilla, as well. Appreciate the pets. We're trying out here, you know? We are certainly trying, if nothing else. Speaking of trying to remember what we're doing, which is mining in Lenosi. Figures, yep, the one time. I see you're a West Coaster. Alright, let's figure this out. Right. I need to do... No, that's the opposite of what I needed. Matter of the carbonized variety. There it is. 3 Mom Bend in Middle Lenosi. Understood. Midnight for you. Jeez. How does it... Just based on time zones, where is it? I'm trying to think of where that even is. That's either like very western, like Europe or Africa, or like far eastern Brazil, like out in the Amazonian jungle of Brazil. Ah, Iceland, right. The good old islands in the Atlantic there. Right. How could I forget? You know, Iceland, the green one. Oh no. Waiting for fates to spawn. That is terrible. This is what I needed. So I can go to Middle Lenosi. Let's see. So 3 Mom Bend. Which is the northern section. Excellent. Do this. We'll do some sneaking. Alrighty. So aside from waiting for fates to spawn, how are we all doing? I myself just got back from going out to dinner with my aunt, and we went and got some Mexican cuisine. I got myself a falafel bowl, which was nice. And I need to have spicy foods way more often because it was putting a fire in my sinuses. And I need it to not be that because it's well spicy, not that spicy. Oh no! Oh, that's terrible. I hate PC repairs. Big sad. Well, at least you can vicariously live your Final Fantasy XIV dreams through me while I go trying to find this mining spot. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I had... When I first got my PC, I had the worst... Probably the worst luck you could possibly have. Which is that I ended up... I bought a pre-built computer because it just, at the time, was the cheaper way to go about it. That, and I only know enough about computers that they have parts, and that's why I have my cousin to go, what do? But, oh yeah, dang old upgrading graphics for Dawn Trail, how dare. How dare this 15-year-old game update their graphics. Oh. But... yeah, it is handy to have a larger amount of RAM. I'm trying to remember, I think I have 32 in 2 sticks of 16. I want to say, but which, I mean, is very helpful when you're streaming, recording, and playing a video game while also in a Discord call all on one computer. But yeah, my yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be fine. But I the moment I got my computer, I immediately started having issues where it would start flickering and everything, and it ended up being a faulty power supply. So then I had to send it back like a week after having it to get that fixed. And then maybe like within a month of that, once I got my PC back, I should say, like whenever I got my PC back after getting the proper power supply, or an unfaulty one, and then having my PC for like another anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, it kept just like booting down or something, or like not even starting. And what my cousin and I think happened was, because of the faulty power supply flickering the power, it fried the motherboard, and it just was slowly like teetering over the edge until it finally just completely lost it. So then I had to send it back again, and I only had the PC for like 2 months at that point. It's just like, come on. I just made the jump from consoles to PC, and I'm just out the gate, problem after problem. Oh, very unfortunate string of bad luck, but fingers crossed, knock on wood and all, I haven't had a problem since then. So, well, put the white light out and all that. But burn some sage. Just everything in the book, like if you've seen the Mummy with Brendan Fraser, there's that scene where the character Benny is confronted by the Mummy and is just pulling out every religious iconography that he can to just try and ward off the Mummy. It's so good. Oh, it's such a good movie. Such a good, like, dumb action movie. It's one of my favorite quotes is from that movie, which is I'm just running around. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's figure that out while I run around. Okay, so I don't really have anything else here except for if I go and grab the other side quests that are around here in Lenosi. But yeah, one of my favorite quotes is from that movie, and it's when whatever the main girl there, her name is, and she finds Brendan Fraser's character to try and help her go find the temple and whatever, and she's asking him if he knows the way to whatever place and all that. He's like, yeah, and she goes, do you swear? And he goes, every damn day. So good. Especially, like, if that was an R-rated movie, he absolutely would have said every fucking day. Oh, so hard. And welcome to chat, Roasty Toasty Senpai. Oh, it's so good. What's I can only remember Benny is the only name I remember for whatever reason. But when they have the whole ship crash and whatever, he's like, looks like I got all the horses. Hey Benny, looks like you're on the wrong side of the river. Oh. So I years ago played for a good while all the way through Stormblood, and then I took years off, and that was playing on console, and now I'm playing on PC, so I decided to restart. So as far as this character goes, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. A bridge too full. Captain Dozrail, stationed at Ocean's Embrace, needs you to track down a guard who has abandoned his duties. You be wanting to cross Ocean's Embrace? If you ain't in a hurry to be someplace, I'd rather you hold off for a bell or two. Presently, the bridge is such a right confusion of wagons and such, the damn things like to collapse. We expect a bit of congestion, what with this being the only bridge connecting the roads from the dry docks to Limsa, but today's traffic is something awful. Speaking of which, what in the seven hells does Verstmaga think he's playing at, deserting his post at a time like this? Do me a favor, would you? Track down the skittish bugger and tell him to get his arse back to directing the chaos at the Embrace. Yeah, sure thing. Started playing back in 2014 on PS4 until Heaven's Word. Mass Break. Picked it back up in November. And there you go. Hey, almost done with Endwalker. Look at you. Nice. Yeah, it's especially too, it's the thing I always say about 14 is you either play video games or you play FF14. You either have the one game or you have games. And it's another thing too is the main reason I stopped playing was that I didn't have friends to play it with after a certain point, so I just lost interest. Because especially, one, making friends in general, let alone in 14, that's a whole different thing. But then also, you know, there's so many things that are in lieu of that, not having the friends and all that. Doing raids with complete strangers all the way through is insane. I cannot fathom doing that myself. Yeah, it's been so long that I can't really make a comparison between console and PC play and all that. But that is typically the case. Oh no, but it finally spawned, Alice. That is the key. It finally spawned. It could have been 2 hours. There is oh, I can't remember what it is, but you could probably find it in an easy enough Google search. There is some kind of like fate tracker website or something of like, I don't know if it specifically says like how far it is between each specific fate from popping up, but it might be like these are the ones that are active in this area or something like that. And also I am on the server Lamia. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was one thing that bummed me out a little bit, was even though I did like a little bit of the Heavensward raids and a slight bit more of the Stormblood raids, but I never got to do the Binding Coil from A Realm Reborn. And that always bugged me, that I never got to do the Bahamut raid. But one day. Hello, Verstmaga.
Bah, it was only a matter of time before they sent someone after me, I suppose. I heard you. The bridge is a bloody mess. Truth be told, I wish the damn thing would collapse and save me the suffering.
That's messed up, Verstmaga.
I can't simply wave my hands and have everything suddenly sort itself out, now can I? And if I try reasoning with those demon-spawned coachmen, I'm like to get my head bit off. Listen, if you're not going to let me be, then ye can have at least have a word with the more irate wagon drivers. You know, soothe their tempers some. That'll be one nice headache for me to deal with.
Yeah, sure, I can soothe some people. I can at least try. Oh, I can imagine how painful that is doing the Binding Coil through duty finders. There's like, you have to have at least like a half and half type of thing, like even like 3 and 5, but just getting a bunch of like 2 to 3 party groups together, it's a bit much. Hey, irate coachmans. Why don't you calm it down a little bit? This bridge is rickety.
Perhaps you do have a point. I shall endeavor to keep a hold on my temper, if only to see the situation resolved before the moon turns.
You too. Maybe calm down with all your stomping that you're definitely doing. A panicked yellow jacket.
Well, if you put it like that, then maybe I'll hold me tongue for a bit.
Excellent. Crazy. I just ran through all those coaches. That, you know, that is quite the success. Doing all the extremes through Duty Finder. Yikes. More power to you.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually managed to calm them buggers down. You're a miracle worker, and that's the honest truth. All I need is for the drivers to heed me directions without all that snapping and snarling, you see. Well, I'd best be at it before they lose their tempers again. Oh, and I'd appreciate it if you could let Captain Dozrael know I'm back on the job.
Yeah, you know. Not like you could give them a wave or anything since they're right there. Alright.
Westmacher is back at his post, is he? Your tongue must be made of silver to have accomplished that feat. My accent has changed, and I don't remember what it was before. You can't handle the yelling, you see. The gods only know how such a delicate flower survived guard training in the first place. And he's never going to survive duty at the bridge now that work on the Victory has a flood of deliveries coming in and out every bloody day. Verstmaga better harden up, or start looking for a quieter line of work.
Thanks for the bronze piece. Alright. Got a couple down in the God's Grip. Couple up in Cedarwood. Let's start down low. And then we'll head up that way just because then we can go to Eastern Lenosi with Costa del Sol. One of the prettiest places. What do you have on your shirt? I'm being thrown off by the ears. Wind up Nanamo. There you are. We'll see how things go this time around as far as completing raids and such. I'm in ties with, I've got a couple friends and then I've got some ties through them to some other people, so might be able to work some stuff out. And hey, you know, if all else fails, we'll just make a stream party. That's the leave me. We're not going to worry about that because that's just to be able to do the leave quests, which I will only have to worry about when I feel like worrying about them. Mimidoa. Absolutely, Alice. Anytime it comes up, I'll put you on the call. Alright. Constant carvings. Noldic and Vimeli's veteran shipwright Mimidoa seeks someone to travel to Oshon's torch in his stead. Okay.
What you say? Another initiate, eh? Initiate, you say? Getting lots of initiates these days? Lots of initiates. What day say you say it was?
I'm sorry, did I start a conversation with Mimidoa? I can't tell.
Nah, I reckon this initiate's here looking for work. Is it work you seek, eh? Well, you need not fret, as I just happen to have a task which needs tending. A dear friend of mine, Rawson something or such, is holed up in the lighthouse on this side of the grip. Used to be that I'd visit that lad once a night to see how he was faring, but my legs just ain't the same since the gout gone and grabbed hold of 'em. I'd be grateful if you could check up on the Candlekeep in my stead. Oh, and don't ye be forgetting to take along 4 curved jackalfangs. Tell him they's from Mimidoa. He'll understand.
Okay. I love that. At your service. You gotta be careful with offering your service so heartily, you might end up a helldiver. I'm doing my part. Basically. This is basically what that game is Starship Troopers, the video game. Wafufu. Failure to launch. Poor Wafufu's food cart is light, a few lunches. And she needs help locating the lost meals. Interesting. That's very fair. It's good to be of a mind to make friends instead of enemies.
Oh, woe is me. I seem to have gone and misplaced 4 of my packed lunches. Whatever am I to do? I can hear Atbrim's belly grumble from all the way over here. I'm certain I made enough for everyone, so it must be that I either dropped a few or gave some to the wrong fellows. Oh, did you hear that? It was Atbrim's belly again. He does not look at all pleased, does he? I must stay with my cart, but if you could search the dry docks and see if you cannot find these lunches, I would be eternally grateful. I might even whip together something special for you. Ah! Did you see that? Atbrim just gave me the evil eye. If those lunches don't turn up soon, I'm afraid he'll come over here and eat me.
Upburn, relax. I'm gonna find the lunches. Just relax. Alright. Oop. I packed lunch. I almost stepped on it. Very hungry. Almost hangry, if you will. Matesmond. Wafufu be needing one of her lunches back, you say? Here you go. And here I was beginning to think the lass had eyes for me. Not that she's my type, mind ye. I like me woman a few hands taller, and a few pounds heavier, and a few shades bluer, if you catch my drift.
I wouldn't have minded the extra meal, though. A man can work up quite the craving when he's been pounding, stretching, and shaping sheets of iron all day.
Oh, iron. Okay, gotcha. Yugi. Yugi. Yugi, that's not a legal move. Quiet, I play Dark Magician. On your side of the field. Find Waffafoo's missing lunches 3 of 4. Hey, Linkstorm. Do you happen to have an extra lunch that was given to you?
Don't tell me. You came to collect my lunch. I can see it in them accusing eyes of yours. Sure, I knew right well that none of these lunches was meant for me. What with today being my day off and all,
Then what are you doing here if it's your day off?
but I never thought little Wafflefoo would miss just one. If I give back the lunch, would you promise me you'll not mention that it was I who took it? I don't want the lass to think I was trying to swindle her. Though that's sort of what I was trying to do. But she doesn't have to know that now, does she? Right then, carry on. Okay.
Doo-loo. Yeah, I saw him in pot of greed in attack mode. Silence, Joey. My starting hand is the entirety of Exodia. You lose. What? Ah! Oh.
Please tell me you found the lunches. I swear Artbrim has shifted several paces closer since you departed.
Yeah, boiled boar, stewed dodo, steamed cabbage, a slab of stone cheese, and a hunch of day-old bread. Everything a hard-working shipwright needs to maintain their vigor. Especially the stale bread. Yeah, the skill issue. Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4. You did it! You found all the missing lunches! Now, perhaps I can rest in peace, knowing that Artbrim won't be indulging in his cannibalistic fantasies. At least for today.
It's okay, Waffle-poo. Just, why not, you know? Alright, let's head on down here. You know, you wouldn't have to keep readjusting it, but you're just standing. Why do I need to stand? You're just standing there. You're not moving. What? Oh. His kizzled. I did actually see a video years ago where someone was playing one of the, at least at the time, newer Yu-Gi-Oh video games, or like, you know, just the card game, which I think that's the only Yu-Gi-Oh games out there, is just playing the card game. But they started playing the AI, they've faced off against AI, The AI got to go first, played Pot of Greed into another Pot of Greed, and then played Exodia. Or like had Exodia. It was just like, what the fuck? What? What? It's insane. Nailed it. Naldik and Vimeli's shipwright, Hez Kessel, needs help heating his rivets. Why? When it comes to riveting, you could search the realm over, but you won't find none better than Hez Kessel. 10 score rivets a bill, I drive. Twice that, if I'm not in me cups. The key to driving rivets proper like is how hot you can get the buggers. The hotter the rivet, the stronger the bond she'll make with the steel plate. Problem being, was I to heat my rivets in the forge, they'd be cold as a dead whore's crotch by the time I hauled them back to the Victory. What the fuck? What an analogy! What the fuck? That is insane. That is an insane reference. Analogy. Holy shit. This is why I will use the white hot cores or lightning sprites. But as you can see, me supplies running a tad low. If it ain't too much trouble, would you be so kind as to fetch me some? You look as if you could take on a whole pack of sprites with one hand tied behind your arse. Okay, I already have them. What am I? Oh, they're cores, not their shards. Okay, sure. I gotta remember that for future use. What the fuck? Colder than a dead whore's crotch. What the fuck? Yulgi Honalgi. Hello there. What counts? Marabi Dry Dock's Yardmaster Yulgi Hanalgi seeks someone to aid his crew in taking inventory. Oh, don't remind me inventory season. I still have months from that. Luckily, I don't usually have to partake in inventory because I'm running a machine and not someone that keeps stock levels. I'm looking for a strapping young adventurer with zero numbers to help tally our remaining supply of planks and logs. But I suppose you'll have to do. Whoa! Excuse me? Alright, I'll be on my way. Now that work on the Victory is nearing completion, I need one final count on the lumber we have, so I can determine if we'll need more. I already have Razin Milvin and Ruimo Falaimo started on the tally, so speak with them and see what they've found. Then bring me back the exact number of quarter-deck logs and 4 castle planks remaining on site. Understood? Okay. Well, let's talk to them first.
Just finished me count to the cedar masts, and the yardmaster ain't going to like what I have to tell him. What? You'll tell him for me? Well, be my guest then. The Victory, being as big as she is, will be outfitted with 3 full-size masts and 2 smaller masts. Each mast will have its own set of 4 to 5 spars, or cross masts, from which the sails hang. One not need to be scholarly from Mealvane's Gate to know that's a whole hell's worth of lumber. And so, just how many mast-worthy logs did I count here? 4. Not 400, not 4 score, not even 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can take it to the yardmaster, but don't say I didn't warn you. Yikes.
Ruimo Philaimo. Yeah. The Lemsons are another breed. Which, I mean, they are a decent amount pirates, so I suppose it's to be expected, but I mean, still. Just in your daily lexicon, just Thal's balls. Pirate got speared. That's great. 200 oak birding planks. Not one more, not one less. I counted them twice, and then I counted them thrice more, just for good measure. 200. Alright. We may be in trouble, though. If them shipwrights need any more than what ye see before ye, the fires of the calamity claimed most of the trees in Old Oakwood. And what do those that remained, ye ask? Why, we chopped down the rest to help build the victory. You couldn't have planted more while you were at it? Had some, hired some conjurers or something, you know? Or some botanists to help out? See if I can get this without stepping on the wood. Ah, too far away. Eat, eat. Okay, well, I don't like that. There we go. Oh no, the poor Lalafell. Oh, the hatred for the Lalafell. Oh no. I trust you had enough fingers to help you through the Talion. So tell me now, what did you find? Those be grim numbers indeed. The calamity may be just a fading memory, but it seems we're still far from truly healing. As a salt-blooded Leminson, it pains me to say it, but we may have to turn to them tree folk in Gridania if we're to finish the victory on time. Boop. Alrighty. And now to hunt down some lightning sprites. Whoop. All right. Oh, and jackals. Right. Ah! Excellent. Alrighty. And then lightning sprite. Eventually, oh. One day. There we go. Beautiful. Oh. Whoa. That's a ruffled dodo. They're gonna attack the jackals? Because that'd be great. Alright. Let me hop on Yut Arnka. Cool. Had some great times with Akira earlier. Recorded some more Tears of the Kingdom. Had a great time. Had something where I came across something and was like, man, that's a mystery for another day. And then like right at the end of when I was recording, it was like, by the way, here's another thing related to that vaguely. And I went, oh, something to look forward to. Ooh. Rosten is that?
It can get right lonesome up here, all alone, with naught but the wind's chill to keep a man company. Some days, I crave jackal fangs to help me clear my head of the voices. The voices calling me back to the great blue. Right off the Huh? Oh, hello?
The brownish yellow stain on the sharp tooth suggests a diet rich in carrion, otherwise known as garbage.
What's this? Mimidoa Sendia Diddy? Well, you tell the old man that he needn't waste his few last sons in this realm worrying about poor Rosnaza. I'll carry on as I always have, in the service of the sailors. Alone till the day I die.
Are you okay? Oh, that's a new quest. Say it with flowers. Alright, I'll get to planting. Rosnaza yearns to profess his love to a certain special someone and requires your help to do so.
Whilst the carvings help keep my head clear, a bit of company would ease the solitude. You're looking mighty pretty. Truth is, with each turn of the sun, I creep ever closer to the brink of madness. All day and all night, I dream of someone who might rescue me from this prison. Someone broad and hale, with skin the color of the sea, and eyes that'll suck you in like a maelstrom. Someone like Gimthada. But that would be crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a room, a rubber room. A rubber room with rats. The rats make me crazy. Crazy! I was crazy. I've been enchanted by her sweet magic since I first saw her. A young lass from the Marabi dry docks on patrol of the God's Grip. She smiled at me, but I was too ed up inside by fear to meet her gaze. And now, since her promotion to head watch, she can't be bothered to make the climb. I would tell her how it is I feel, but my duty to the sailors... Wait! Might be you could tell her for me? I'd make it worth your while. You could take her a nice Lanosan Lilybell. You think she'd like that? Aye, I reckon she'd like that. Ain't met a woman that didn't like flowers.
Okay. Did you give me the flower, or you sure didn't? Do I have to go get flowers? What? Anyways. Yutarnka, away! You know what? With the adorable chicken button indeed. Just dedicated. No! Not you, Darnka! Terrible.
Hey, where'd you crawl in from? I don't recall sending for no initiates, eh? Garlanus Ebernar? I once knew a little person named Garlanus back when I served on the Cloud Dancer. They were a strapping young person with teeth as white as a princess's paps.
I'm sorry? As what?
You ain't in though. Those ain't quite right. And who are you? Again? Ah, I got something to tell me, has you? Rosnizzer, what's the mumbling milksop whining about this time? No, let me guess. That he's lonely? Bah! Put a pair of warm woman in his arms and another on his lap, and he'll be right as rain. This is what I do to help me figure out what ails me. Not that old Mimidoa needs much help with forgetting, mind ya. Might be that I'll send him up a few saucy strumpets this coming eve. Now, what's your name again? Who are you?
Don't you dare. It's especially good then that I'm already planning on training Yutarnka as a tank. Although maybe I should train them as a as a healer instead. Can't cook what you can't heal. Kill. What?
3 calls, and I can be done with the day's work and back at the alehouse where I belong.
Well, here, have these white hot cores that are sometimes used by blacksmiths and armorers as a source of heat when driving rivets into metal plate.
Leviathan I, you really done and gone and fetched me the blinking cores. That Brim'll be right pleased to see that, he will. 'Twas the foreman what came up with the idea to use cores to heat the rivets. A clever one, that man. Sharper than a fang on a fishback's beak. Probably is why he made Chief so quick, like.
I don't appreciate your slurs, even if they are typically monstrous. Ah. It's still dancing, huh? Dancing away from keyboard. Hey, you know what? I feel that. As someone that has done that a couple of times now, I feel that. Aww, look at the little skink. Hmm. And every time I see that skink, all I can think of is the movie Napoleon. About that little golden retriever. Yutarnka! We ride! Alrighty. Reminds me of Swift Violet. Ah! 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 A sweet trap! Woo! Why does it look like so plant-like? making terrible jokes that I am sure to regret. Alright. Aww. 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 Dang invisible walls. Aww. Yep. Whoop. Here we go. Splat. Oh! Just all the health. All the health there is. Gone. You spoke a little too quickly on that. No death for me. If I was a few levels lower, yeah, very well could have been. Just based on enemies aggroing to me. I know it only drops you to 1 regardless. Yep. Oh yeah, big dead. Hello, Gimthara. I hope you don't mind that I'm getting right up on you like this. By the way, I have some flowers for you. Not from me, though. A gift for me? From the Candlekeeps at Ocean's Torch? But I don't recall ever meeting anyone. Anyway, here, yeah, the lovely flower for the lovely Gimthara. Just go to the Candlekeep. Ah, Alanoshin Lilybell. Yes, it's coming back to me now. Rosnzer, I believe his name was. I remember specifically commenting on how I despised my patrols through the Ghost Grip, for the area is full of Lanoshan Lilybells, and the terrible weeds always send me into sneezing fits. While I am flattered, I'm afraid I cannot return the gesture. As head watch of the Marabi dry docks, it is my responsibility to see that the peace is kept until the victory's christening. I simply haven't the time to pay would-be suitors any mind, no matter how desperate they may be. Though, perhaps once the ship is complete, I could consider a climb up the peninsula. Perhaps. Ah. So you're saying there's a chance. Alright, and then I got one over by the docks to the western. Linosia. Linosia. Linosi. However it's pronounced. Lanosia. Zarmerl.
I not story.
Shadow Lurker. But you have an axe. Quiet down before I shut you up with my own 2x. A zoom in. Is that what you're going to be doing? Sorry. Forbidden Island. Milvain's Gates Field Assessor Azumin is seeking help to exterminate an unknown pest.
Excuse me, adventurer. Might I have a moment of your time? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Azumin, Field Assessor for Milvain's Gate. My work with the Custom House involves the investigation of claims made regarding the unlawful import of restricted items from foreign shores. Recently, there have been a number of petitions made by the residents of Candlekeep Key concerning a species not native to Valebrand. If this species is indeed alien to the island, it must be located and destroyed immediately, before it is allowed to reproduce and possibly disturb the natural balance found here amongst the area's fauna. I would ask that you take this lump of fetid dodo flesh and place it upon one of the mounds of soil thought to be the nests of the invasive species. The odor should draw forth whatever creatures lurk beneath, leaving them easy targets.
Gee, thanks. Thanks for this rotting meat. Dun, 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 dun. I'll make sure to make good use of it. A suspicious mound. I prefer almond joy. Oh, a Thavnarian Mightling. Look, there's more. Whoa, a bigger one. Hey, it's basically like I'm playing Helldivers right now. There we go.
These damn bugs just keep coming out of the holes in the ground.
Doodaloo. Oh.
Thavnarian mites. We have collected eggs from cargo carried on ships hailing from Rad's Han before, but always in Limsa Laminsa. There are no records of ships traveling to or from the tiny island nation making stops here in Candlekeep Key.
Every time.
Nor would they ever intend or need to. Unless the mites did not come from a ship that laid anchor here, but from a different vessel, one with more heinous motives. I believe this will require further investigation. I thank you again for your assistance. Perhaps I may require your services again in the near future.
Okay. And now we can head north. Excellent. Well, I'll just be off then. Yutarnka. You know what to do. Okay. Ooh, fancy. Fancy barding. Ah! How dare. I'm just running by. You don't have to cleave me. trying to think of any marauder / warrior move, because I'm a dirty DPS main. And you're still there. It's because you're AFK. I don't like when it's nighttime in Lenosi and it's cloudy or foggy. It's just so nothing. Quachak! I melt with you, but will you stop the world? You know, it's a very, you gotta do it in a very specific order. If you melt this while the world is still going, it's just gonna horrify everyone else. Whereas if the world stopped and then we melt, no one's gonna know anything happened. We're just, bam. We were there 1 second, the next we were a puddle. No one would ever be the wiser. Ugh. Overpower. Gotcha. Up this way. Yeah, I can't see much at all in this fog. Mogram. Mogram had a little lamb, whose fleece was white as snow. Mogram has been losing sleep over his sheep, and can't count them since they're gone. They called me Stead the Shepherd. No, hold on. Hold on, we gotta... They call me Stead Shepherd, but all three kinds of livestock we breed here fall under my crook. Nevertheless, sheep remain my first love, my one true passion. You gotta... I'm pretty sure you'll go to jail for that. So you can imagine my dismay at finding my flock in frumpy fleece. I can't very well take worn-out wool to market. A sheep with no shine is good for nothing but mutton. Okay. At least you're just making the meat. I hate this joke that I'm making. But where there is wool, there's a way. See what Chartain has to say. First, Aran Lona. Whack-a-mole. Aran Lona has some moles she would like removed. I think you need a surgeon for that. Which I haven't taken that class yet. If a lifetime of meticulous research into advancement of the agricultural arts has taught me anything, it is that the fruits of knowledge are incapable of preserving themselves. Without an adventurer's brawn to protect them, I fear all my work will come to naught. Take, for example, the splendid ogre pumpkin crop I was building to cultivate. Years of hypothesizing and testing at last made tangible, only to be snatched away by those subterranean sornas, the clever hedgemoles. I have already engineered the pumpkins to resist fire, drought, frost, weeds, insects, and festive rituals. I just need someone to kill the moles. What was that about festive rituals? Someone up over yonder here. Chartain! Mogrum had some little lambs whose fleece was white as snow. But everywhere the little lambs went, lice were sure to go. Now we're stuck with a lousy ship. In the time it takes me to brush one clean, the lice spread to 2 more. I just can't keep up with them myself no more. If you could brush 3 shaggy sheep for me, we might be able to wipe out the infestation altogether. Yee-hee. Let Mogram know his sheep are in ship shape once you've finished. And don't come back until you've diminished. What? Let's use this fine-toothed metal comb to remove some blood-sucking lice. Schloop. The shaggy sheep looks relieved. What about this one? Do you look relieved? Hey. I love being able to just throw a comb up into the air into fairy dust to make combing hair work. As someone with curly hair, I am very accustomed to this. You just rifle through your pocket for a couple seconds and then throw the fairy dust into the air and bam! Hair brushed.
For an adventurer, you certainly know how to wield a lace comb. As I'm sure you found, sheep are delicate souls that require delicate care. Truly wonderful wool requires time, love, and tenderness. You must caress their coats ever so gently. Listen to their soft bleating in your ear. Feel the warmth of their breath on your neck.
You're getting a little too intimate with these things, Mogrim. Much ado about dodos. Mogrim doesn't know what to do about his dodos.
They may call it the red rooster instead, but make no mistake, dodos are the birds that keep this stead steady. Those sweet and tender eggs, that succulent meat. So long as you remove a dodoling's poison glands, they're in for some scrumptious and healthy poultry. And they're so delicious, I have to remind myself some birds just aren't meant to be caged. Or perhaps I don't. Talk to Expan and see if we can't return those exquisite creatures to their pen.
What it... Fine, sure, yeah. Let me... Yeah! But they're all in here. What? Maybe some more on the outside? I don't know.
Am I ever pleased to see you? I was about to cry foul, but with your help we can round them up. Those dim-witted dodos pecked through the fencing and fled the coop. Luckily, they'd know better than to leave the stead. There are 3 bolting dodos in all. If you spot one, just throw one of these dodo-sized sacks over its head. Once you cut all the birds, would you mind leaving them in Mogrim's care? I need to repair the fencing before we can return them to this enclosure, you see.
Wouldn't all the other dodos also... I guess that's what you're standing here for, is to stop them.
Them fowl kicking over the paling.
Okay. Alright, let me just walk up nice and calm on it. And... whatever would you put in an empty dodo-sized sack? I could put imagination. It could be a race car. Or the other things. Ah! Wait, hold on. I have a different key item now. You gotta read that. Let's see here. Doodle-oo. Ah, there it is. Trying to hide in the hay. Whatever could be thrashing about in this dodo-sized sack? Brr. There we go. Now to return these aurochs. I was gonna say Oliphants. I was just like, that's Lord of the Rings. That's not even remotely close. Or that's the last name of an actor.
I've heard everything. Hand me the dodos!
Alright, calm down.
Oh, my precious darlings. Without their poison breath, they're defenseless out in the wild. Daddy Dodo gets so worried. And now my dodos have another no, don't say that. I don't know. You'll stay around and look after my babies, won't you? At least until they're ripe for slaughter.
Whoa. Nope, that is all you, Mogrim. Goodbye. I'm getting out of here as soon as possible. Someone call the Yellow Jackets. Mogrim is very weird. We don't talk to Mogrim anymore. Alright. Pumpkin vine. Get out of here, you crazy rabbit. Oh. Not so clever, are you now, huh? Why I oughta... And that's that. Mole meat. Well, that was so easy. It makes me wonder why I've spent my life formulating complex solutions to problems rather than merely going around killing things. Nevertheless, I'm afraid it's too late to alter my methods now, even though I have this very sharp hatchet on my back. I'll continue to focus on the complex solutions, and have you stick around to kill things. I have the world to save. What hubris! What arrogance to believe that I, one woman alone, could overcome the unfathomably vast and profound mysteries of nature. But with you here, I'm sure we can do it. Maybe not. Beetlejuice. Don't say it another 2 times. Our Lona is in a bit of a tight spot. Care to partake in the inexorable march of science? Excuse me. The concoction I'm currently formulating could change horticulture as we know it. Imagine a fluid one could strew over crops to ward off pests. Okay. All I need are some ladybugs and someone to squash them. Ladybugs simply cannot resist aphids. Find some Orthic lavender, dab it with a bit of aphid nectar, and they'll come swarming to the slaughter. I mean, they're also everywhere. I don't think I really need to lure them out. I can just go find them. But sure. We'll do it your complex way. Hope you don't mind me just coming through and stealing this lavender. Putting some aphid nectar on it. I know you're working hard to get these to grow and all, but I need to use it as bait. Thank you. Three files of ladybug viscera. Gross. Apparently I have to start having some caffeine around like 5 or something to get me prepared for these streams. Return to me once you've collected 3 files of ladybug viscera. What about this moss green ooze which seeps out from the cracked shell of after crushing an innocent Excuse me. Defenseless. Innocent. Okay, innocent maybe. Defenseless? I don't know about that. They're the size of my torso. They could bite into me pretty well. It's elementary, really. Aphids live in fear of ladybugs, and so applying the scent of ladybug blood to our crops is certain to ward off the parasites. We are manipulating the laws of nature. Of course, we could have just let the ladybugs go on defending the crops as always and not squash them for their viscera, but I hardly see the science in that. Remind me to never visit Red Rooster Stead again. All the workers are freaks. They're either way too infatuated with the animals or way too into having them killed. Look at this giant bat. If it would ever let me target it. Barbastel. Alright. I know there was another one over here somewhere. Ah. And then also one directly east of it. Excellent. Look at this warrior. Or reaper. Probably warrior. Lansatoris. Warrior, I knew it. Brunrut. What's happening, Brunrut? Fire and brimstone. Brimstone has blocked Brunrut out of blind iron mines. Well, this time we've dug ourselves into a hole well and truly. Struck brimstone while shoveling through the mines, and now the rocks are rife with the reek of rotten eggs. The gas grew to be too much to bear. You'll need this clear earth crystal if you're to restore the earth and plug the leak properly. Just mind the surfeit cloud brought on by the brimstone. At what point did you ask me if I would do this? A gas plume. Sniff sniff. Alright, we'll just shove this ethereal balance of the crystal is tipped completely to the element earth. Not a single trace of any of the other 5 elements can be detected. Wow. Shove this earth right in there. Alright. Now how is gas coming out of here? Oh! Alright. And as I was... No! There we go. Do do do. Brr, do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Well, that's a breath of fresh air. For many of the miners, a bit of brimstone is nothing to write home about. But I'm the one who has to write the letters when the gluttons choke to death down here. The prices metals command in the wake of the calamity will make us either rich or dead. Thanks for the bronze pieces. Yutanka, to the east! Dooloot. 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 And ignore that gigantic serpent. Still in a cutscene, huh? Interesting. Also a cutscene here at level 80. as a warrior. Interesting. Woo. Wow. Look at this accordion player. Just kidding. They have a crate. Miller in need. More like... Nick Miller. I am trying to figure out how to pronounce this name before saying it. Lotrizviz. Ooh, yeah, what goes around certainly does come around. Lotrizviz wishes to check for any trouble that might be milling about the Grey Fleet. Breathtaking, is it not? Proud sails turning, rugged gears churning. The mill never stops, and so neither can the millers assigned to its upkeep. Vigilance is the key. By addressing tomorrow's issues today, we are sure the wheels of prosperity continue to grind. Unfortunately, I have my hands full with the work of the day, and cannot leave my station to tend to inspection. I would entrust this duty to you. Seek out the other 3 millers, heed their concerns, and apprise Vizaren of your findings. Okay. This Miller right here. There you are. Shoo. How's the mill going? I haven't noticed anything off myself, but let's have a look now, shall we? Look there. The sail's been nicked a bit. Nothing urgent, mind you. The cloth we use is the same as they use for sails out on the sea, made to stand up to bluster and wind. Huh. Excellent. Veintzern. How's it going? How's the mill going? The mill is fine. We'd be wiser to concern ourselves with the grubby scavengers that rob us of our yield. You know, fair enough. Toodaloo. Jumani, how's the mill going? Well, you see the mill spinning, don't you? What more do you need to know? Only problem I have is you meddling in my chores. Away with you, then, child. Fine. Oh, jeez. Just doing my job. Relax. Vizaren. Mostly seem fine. I trust you enjoyed your tour of the mill. I'm impressed. The matter of a shoo-shoo cell is most worrisome indeed. The matter shall be remedied at once. To delay acting until trouble occurs is to ask for trouble. The Grey Fleet stops for nothing. Full sail ahead. Thanks. And on to Costa del Sol. Yudarnka, prepare yourself for a beach day. Oh. We first arrive in Bloodshore. A large buffalo. That's where the buffalo are. Here. Oh no, that one yellow jacket has fallen. Oh no. Bum bum ba bum 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 ba-da-da-dum bum ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum ba-dum ba-bum ba-da-da. Costa Beach Party. Peach Party. Is that you stomping around, or was that fireworks? Oh! I forgot you're aggressive! I forgot you're aggressive! Ah! Also, it was you stomping around. Costa del Sol. Excellent. Such a nice little place here. And also, there's this person. Gigaruju. I remember not liking you for some reason. Let's hope that changes. Costa Beach Party. This morn finds Master Gigaruju, the brightest jewel in the glittering high society of Costa del Sol, in an unaccountably pensive mood. Very comfy indeed. One of my favorite fishing spots. Ew, where are they? Has something less than delightful and more than awful befallen the new dancing girls who were to arrive today? This is most inconvenient. I do so ever wish that someone would find the driver who was to bring my divine danceuses. That someone would be healthily rewarded for it. I shouldn't doubt. Him. I remember now why I hate you. Because you're just a rich, pompous prick. Got it. But yeah, that's... it's hidden behind that boat. But my favorite little fishing spot, once they added the islands. It used to be the end of this dock. I would just sit, like, right here. But then, when Stormblood came out, they added swimming. And all these islands. And so that became my new favorite fishing spot, right over there. So good. It's also very nicely, again, unless they have changed this, the home of the ninja guild. Don't tell anyone, it's right over here. Carriage driver? Oh yeah. It's interesting. Are you talking about the residential districts are vastly different, or even just the normal areas.
The governor sent you, did he? I wasn't afraid he was going to wait no more. Don't be giving me the sack now. Tain't my fault, I swear. I brought the girls just like I was supposed to. And we got as far as here before they caught sight of the ocean. And that's the moment they started crying like curls and hopping like spriggans. Soon as I stopped the wagon, they were off and run to the beach. Nah, I yelled at them ladies to get back in the carriage so we could get where we were supposed to. But they didn't pay me. No, never mind. You'd go talk some sense to them, wouldn't you? Working stiffs, the both of us. You understand. You'll help them out. You'll help me out.
Sure. Ooh. Oh, Dynamics is super empty. Gotcha. I mean, that's depending on your preference, could be nicer. I like not having a lot of people around, to be honest. As empty as it feels, it's nice to have places to yourself a little bit more, rather than going to, it's still the case here, but going to Limsa and not being able to walk anywhere without running through people. Ooh. And by anywhere, I mean the Aetheryte Plaza. It's everyone's favorite destination to just stand in.
Excuse me, who are you? Not the boss of me. That's right. This is my first time on the beach, and nobody's going to tell me how long I can and can't have. Got it? Whoa. Just trying to do my job. Burly dancer. I just feel so blessed to be here. This is so beautiful and inspiring, don't you think? I'm feeling so many things. I just need to drink it all in and channel it into my art.
Just don't drink the water. You won't like it. Hearty dancer.
Oh, honey, I've never seen anything like this. It's all dunes where I come from, you know. I'm sure Master Gegaruju wouldn't mind it a bit if we stretched our legs before coming to see him.
You know. Yeah, number one AFK spot. Ungainly dancer.
Shells are right fancy and pricey back home. Bet your gill to Goobu Poop that I can sell a beauty like this to Master Gegaruju. And need to find a way to get it to him, though. You go wait while I find me a wagon or some such.
Well, Gegaruju, they're all on the beach. That's as best as I can tell you. Doodaloo. I'm pretty sure Gigaruju's gonna have another quest or two.
Overcome by the ocean, are they? Seduced by the sand? With me waiting? Me? Who paid so dearly to see their unparalleled undulations? Well, how delightful! They are true artistes. as beautiful inside as they are out. Gridania is green, Ulda is golden, but only Costa del Sol is blue and white. Yes, I should have thought of it earlier and given them leave to play upon the beach. Ah, happy it is to be a wealthy man. I shall wait because, oh well, because I can. I am no judge quaking at the sound of a master's step, nor am I a knuckle biter who need... Oh, biter. Nor am I a knuckle biter who needs a bottle of brandywine to keep the tremors at bay. I shall enjoy the anticipation and the fulfillment alike.
You know what? I take back what I said. You are okay. You're just rich. The wind, it passes.
Huh?
Lock up your arcanists and hide the heavy equipment. Master Gagaruju is feeling bored.
Excellent timing. Come, come. Such a still, wilting day, and I had a thought. A little thought. A violet, not a rose. To call up a refreshing breeze. The wind sprites now. You can get a healthy puff or two out of them. It follows that a powerful sprite can set a whole city aflutter. According to my best calculations, or rather my second best calculations, no need to ask how or why collecting 3 cores from wind sprites should permit you to summon a more powerful specimen.
How interesting. I just collected cores.
Won't someone, present company definitely included, carry out my genius plan? Will someone deign to collect this handsome reward?
Alright, yeah, sure. Biddle-doo-doo-doo-doo. What do we end up with? The Warrior of Light again. You're hogging the spotlight. Oh, something that's flying. Oh, the finger. No! Oh, I need to be up above. Sure, we'll take Gilgamesh. Alright. Equip the proper gear since we're going to be doing combat. Do it. There we go. 1 down, 2 to go. You're gonna see me, aren't you? Yep. You sure are. Woo. Please go down. Thank you. Night milk. Weird. You'd think being a buffalo would be buffalo milk. But no. It's too powerful a buffalo. Alright. Do my proper thing and apply my dots. Such is what helps my DPS. Ow. There. What am I doing all the way up here? Destination. Okay. The wind generated by these lighter-than-air cores is the bane of beskirted women and bekilted men across the realm. Ah! Do 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 do. Whoop. And down you go. Was that? Oh, okay. Now what happens if I jump into the water? Oh, that wasn't water. That wasn't enough water. Gear change. The only thing that bothered me about Costa del Sol, and maybe they fixed this, but is that you can't sit in these chairs. Let me sit in these chairs, dang it. I want to lounge. What if I doze? Nope. Let me use these chairs, dang it. The storm sprite attacked you? So only you enjoyed a refreshing buffeting? I had but a whimpering whiffle. Oh, phooey. Now I shall be bored again. Alright, well now we're going back to you're a prick. Bird's eye view. Ooh, hello, new gear. Oh, wait, hold on. Right, because I'm not wearing my proper gear. There we go. Let's try that again. Oh, yeah. Oh, big time. Take that skull eye patch. Excellent. No lounging allowed whatsoever. Ever capricious, Master Gagaruju demands to know how his colibri are faring. Okay. You see all those wild colibri? Not one of them was originally here. Though the alchemical question of where here is, that's something we can munch many almonds over. 'Twas I that bred, fed, and released the birds. So, of course, they are still mine. Or, if they belong to themselves, certainly no one else owns them. At least not more than I own them. Where was I? Oh, yes, my colibri are being poached. The miscreants hang just outside the boundary of Costa del Sol. Sly, sly, and entice the colibri with feed. They should not be doing such a thing, such an ungentlemanly thing. Won't you parley with them? And if you can't talk sense to them, we'll just have to lure the birds back using these flowers. My colibri love roselle nectar. I happen to know. Why? Because I bred them and fed them. All right. Doo-loo. Take a ride from the beach here upon Yutarnka. Oh. Oh, right. Hostile. Go away! I'm so used to so many of the mobs being passive or too weak to pay any attention to me. Oh, I did have to go down there. Pitiless poacher. Back off. This is Bloodshaw. We're not in Costa del Sol, and that means we don't have to live by your master's say-so. Yeah, Bloodshaw is not a part of this little fiefdom. Of his little fiefdom. We're free folk here. Not bought and paid for like the lot in Costa. Well, I guess I'll just, since no one owns this area, I'll just sprinkle some flowers that, Why would you do this? Now you know what I have to do. Anyways, as I was doing, due to the tendency of the flowers to grow randomly from its long, hard stalks, the roselle makes a terrible bouquet, but a great bait. Whoop. And down you go, just to get out of my way. Alright. Just leave a little trail of flowers here to have them return to Costa del Sol. Because I need a new eye patch. Hey, terrifying. But they just surrounded me like that. Oh. I'm supposed to speak with the pitiless poacher. Wow, that keeps track of a lot of footprints. There they go. Okay. Huh. Do. You were saying? Damn that Gigaruju. He thinks he can buy everything. We built Costa del Sol by the sweat of our brows. Did he tell you that? I know every cobble of that street, laid about half of them myself. It was a pioneer town, a good town. Then the moneybags swooped in and took it all. Stay as a lackey or leave as a free man. Those were your pickings. And then he took the beach. No more fishing without his say-so. And now he takes the colibri. I'll have words with Gigaruju. If possible. If not, a hearty slap. Bloodshore Bell. That sounds like the Final Fantasy version of Beauty and the Beast. And now, Utarnka, you must fly. Away with you, fly! I don't think they flew.
Ha! That settles their hash. And now, they have yet another bone to pick with me. The 12 know I have many a skeleton in my closet. Don't read too much into that, my dear. But those settlers have quite the ossuary. Costa del Sol was Admiral Merlevib's hobby horse. She had an idea to settle this area and so brought a number of folk on indenture. The terms were very generous. Hardly anyone died, a credit to her leadership. Yes, very creditable. But she had no head for business. Kept trying to farm this salty land. I stepped in and saved her from ruin. You see Costa del Sol now, a jewel of commerce and culture, but I assure you it was not thus when I purchased it. Many of the settlers have stayed and prospered. Why, a good third of my household was once raw pioneer. But some people are like figs. They want to stay home. Tiresome, I say. And they have no one to blame but themselves.
Uh-huh.
Pirate.
Yar har. You know what? I got some dice I can throw on this. Oh yeah, salmon pink. Make it skin colored. That's a choice. I honestly might make it just because of how dumb it is. Or I can have a nice pink one. Nice pink one it is. Oh, Calibri pink too. Look at that. How tasteful. Excellent. Give myself some pink gloves too to match. Alright. And that's set. Good. Yeah, sure, I'll dye the shirt. But let's dye it. I'll dye it turquoise blue. Nice. There. Excellent. All right. Moving on. Ooh. Oh, we actually don't have any more around here. Huh. Well. I guess we'll go for a ride until we make it to Western Lenosi. There. So we'll go down into Lower Lenosi, make our way to Middle Lenosi, and then to Western Lenosi. Which honestly, there might even be some quests in Northern Lenosi that we can undertake. Just maybe. We are verging that level threshold there. Do 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 do. Oh, we might actually be close to wrapping up our gambit of side quests. That we had to clean up. There'll still be plenty to come, but might not have to do as much running around and cleaning them out. Do, 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 do. Whoa. Do, 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 do. And then we can finally get back to the MSQ. That thing that I have been holding off on myself. Or, you know, we could then focus on crafting and gathering. And just keep bouncing between the 3 city-states. Get my crafters and gatherers higher than my combat class. Because that bodes well. Oh. Dang, deep freeze. Crazy. All right. Out of curiosity, because I don't think I've asked before, what classes do you main? Yeah, MSQ isn't real. You can't hurt me. I'm safe when I log out. Oh. There was still some here in Middle Enosi that I totally forgot about. Let's loop back around for that. Nice. Summoner and Scholar main for the most part, but dabble around and everything. I might eventually get there, but more than likely it would be dabbling in DPS across the board. But I'm definitely I love my support DPS, which is basically just, except for Machinist, but only because it's the least supporty of the 3. All of the ranged DPS are the support DPS. Oh yeah. Sage has a really weirdly cool weapon for being a healer. Like it has, I feel like it has no right to be that cool of like a sci-fi weapon to be a healing class. Alright. Grinavida. Rocks in a hard place. Grinavida seeks courageous pioneers who can tame the wilderness for Summerford Farms. Summerford Farms bears the charge of the Admiral's settlement initiative.
we're rewarded handsomely to brave new frontiers. Yet if we fail to fulfill our part of the bargain, the grant will be withdrawn. In spite of this, the washed-up pirates elect to laze their days away. And there is still time. We need only clear away the rocks and debris for the area to be deemed settled. If you are willing to help, you'll find a shovel outside that hut on the hillside. You mean there's also, there's one right there. There's one literally right there. But no, we'll use this shovel specifically. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna heal you with lasers. Pew! Right, yeah. That's my, what is that? That's my China shovel. I only take that on special occasions. Cumbersome rock. I'll use this tiller's shovel to clear the land of rocks. Oops. I also have no idea what I just picked up before that. I'll pick up debris. Okay. It's a couple of rocks I gotta use the shovel for, and a couple things of debris to pick up. Gotcha. Ugh. Boop. Not a just have it be a radius, not a cone. Stop making your targets be cones. Dang it. Making me turn to look at what I'm doing. What are you, my driver's ed instructor? Yeah, it's a priceless Kugane shovel. Yeah. Came from the Far East. It has an extremely ornate lily painted onto it. You've certainly proven you are not one to let obstacles stand in your path. If only these supposedly pioneering pirates were half as industrious as you. I'm sorry? Someone fall from the heavens? Expanding borders is all well and good, but the Admiral ought to know rugged frontiers can't be settled by layabouts. I mean, very true. Yudernka, we ride! To the north! Whoa. There's a fiery version of that thing now? Huh. Because what's the... Well, how did you get the thunder one? Is that a... Was that a paid mount? You get the big thundery horse unicorn thing? I think that was a paid mount. But now they got a red one. The fiery. I gotta take a closer look at the Mog Station store. It was a big, like a moose-sized horse with a gnarly horn that was all glowy red.
The only other time I've seen it is when it was like a purple thunder one, but not normal horse, like you know, like the primal mounts. It was like extra furry and marks and whatnot. I also went to Western. There's still a quest in Middle. The moment I saw it, they got off of it or they flew away on it, something. So it's not like I could point it out again, unfortunately. But like, if you're familiar with Monster Hunter, just imagine a buff Kieran from Monster Hunter, and that's what I saw, but red. I know there's a Kieran in this, which is also for getting all of the primal horse mounts, but not the same. It was like a fiery unicorn on steroids. Red hair mount? Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. Out to dry. Wood Hovoka, a skylift operator, is looking for someone to assist with her megalocrab woes. Oh yeah, easy.
For the love of Limlayan, not again. The leather's ripped to bloody shreds. No, there's not awry with me breeches, you cheeky sod.
I never said anything about your pants.
It's the megalocrabs. They've been at the balloon envelopes I left out to dry on the rocks. Those hell-spawned snippers think they've found a squid or something and set to nibble. Less balloons in the air means less cargo getting lifted, and that don't sit too well with me. You looking for a quick job? How about you crack a few shells before you head off on your way? If you could put down 5 or so of the buggers, that ought to do for now.
Sure. Can do. Alright. Down you go, crab. No, no. No, Wesp. Not you. Definitely not you. Stop it, you. Not with your finality sting that you have. I was gonna say that's an especially large ladybug. Skogs Fru. There we go. King Wesps. All right. You know, it's very possible. I could have been mistaken in what I saw.
You take care of them, snippers. Good bloody riddance. Nice work there. Still, it won't be long before a new crew of crabs comes sidling in to claim that territory. And our loads just keep getting heavier. What with all the rebuilding going on. If I don't want to be buried under a mountain of crates, I'd best think of a more lasting solution to this snipper problem.
Sure better. Alright, now, with all that done, now we go to Western. And now we have mostly stuff in Airport. Yeah, nothing going on over here. Huh. Weird. Alright. Like cats and dogs, on a wing and a prayer, keep your day job. Well, that's harsh. You know what I wanted to redo? I'm gonna take care of this now before I forget again. So I wanted to resize and move chat here a little bit. It feels a little small to read. Let me help myself out so I can know where the party list starts and ends and all that. There we go. And then I wonder if there's there we go. That's a bit better. Okay. Good. I'll have to remember that for future setup. Okay. There we go. That's a little more legible. I don't know how bad it was to read for anyone else, if anyone else was reading it. But that should make it a mite easier in the future. Shoo, shoo, away with you! Between Aurochs. A sleepless citizen, oh no! Anywho. Alright. Old fort. How's it going? On a wing and a prayer. The first stars flash their pale bellies in the depth of the sky. Old fort the sailor is in a mood to yarn.
Ahoy, adventurer! My tub sails soon, and I have to make a little something for the journey. The dusk bats are flying. Think yourself lightsome enough to bring me 5 wings? A 4 won't do, and 6 is no good, mind ya.
Okay.
Welcome you are to keeping any surface, as long as you know what to do with them. You'll bring me the wings?
Yeah, sure. Bat wings. Can do. Ooh. Fancy. Is that a dancer? Oh, it's a dancer. Looking great. Boop. Like cats and dogs. Scribbled seeks the aid of an able-bodied adventurer. You look like an adventurer who gets around. Mayhap you have noticed the coerls and jackals at each other's throats of late. I've never seen anything quite like it, and the bloodshed only worsens by the day. If this continues, I dare say that one of these groups will wipe out the other before long. Now, it bears mentioning that this species of coerl isn't native to Vilebrand. By rights, they shouldn't even be here. Nay, I believe they were smuggled. I know of a merchant who may have a hand in these dealings. Her name is Rakontai. And after some probing, I've come to believe she's somehow involved. I would question her myself, but she is like to flee at the first sight of yellow. And that's where you come in, you and your blue and pink getup. I need you to speak to her and learn all you can. Take a look around. She's bound to be nearby. Sure. Like right over here.
Do you know anything about coerls?
What's this? So they've sent you to do their dirty work? Well, you'll never take me alive. Bye-bye!
Toodaloo. I doubt you can, Peloton. Hello, Rakontai. Am I gonna get jumped? Oh! Stop it! Oh! Rakontai, please.
But please don't hurt me. I didn't do nothing wrong. I smuggled in the coerls for breeding like you asked, but that's it. I ain't the one sending the jackals into a frenzy, I swear. Eh? The Yellow Jackets sent you? And not no pirates? Well, the hells didn't you say so earlier?
You ran off.
Well, you've caught me. I'm behind the coerls in Airport. Those good-for-nothing pirates had me breed jackals for 'em too. With the right training, they make for nasty watchdogs and the like. But the pirates wanted more, and that's why they tasked me for the coerls. That they did. I smuggled 'em in, but the pirates took 'em before I could finish the job. I suppose they didn't want to wait for the breeding, but the buggers let 'em escape. Now they have jackals on the loose trying to get rid of the coerls and clean their mess. I'm a victim as well, you know. They paid good coin for the animals, but now they've got folk chasing after me. Wanting to cover their tracks, I'm sure. You hurry and tell those Yellow Jackets I ain't to blame, you hear?
Sure. Can do. Eh. Yeah.
You're back. What can you tell me of Rakontai's dealings? She claims to be a victim as well? Huh.
It was her greed that brought the Coeurls to Filebrand, and she is so sorely mistaken to think the Yellow Jackets will be turning a blind eye. Mark my words, she will be held accountable. At any rate, we now know why the Coeurls and Jackals are trying to tear each other to shreds. The pirates have been quite careful not to leave any clues, but we've managed to capture Rakontai's assailants. They're being questioned as we speak, and it won't be before long before we can track down the pirates. And don't worry, friend. The Yellow Jackets, we'll see them brought to justice. In the meantime, there is still the matter of Rakontai and the beasts running amok in the fields. I shudder to think what may happen should the Jackals and Coeurls continue fighting for much longer. I have a plan, but your assistance is essential to its success. Let me know when you're ready to begin. I'm ready. Oh, man's best fiend and curiosity killed the Coeurl. Yay, I finally get the wolf pup and the Coeurl kitten. Yes! I forgot that's how you get these. Scribbled is ready to set his plans into motion. Rakontai has admitted to breeding jackals for pirates, but I fear she may be concealing more to be smuggled elsewhere. I bid you speak with her once more to prove my suspicions true. If she wishes... That was weird. If she wishes to play the role of victim, perhaps this time she'll be more forthcoming with information. Tell her that although we cannot grant her impunity, her cooperation will ensure a lighter sentencing. Scribble requires assistance with an ongoing investigation about Coeurls. Now then, we need to do something about the Coeurls running wild in Filebrand. Jackals have greatly reduced their numbers, but the presence of Coeurls will upset the balance of predation in Ailport. Given time, they will establish a breeding population, and perhaps even prey upon more than just animals. A large number of merchants, sailors, and travelers pass through Airport daily, meaning a great many people will be at risk unless we stop the Coeurls here and now. As much as it pains me to say this, they must be done away with. I like this no more than you, but we Yellowjackets must put the safety of the people above all else. Reports indicate that Coeurls were last sighted somewhere in Skull Valley. When you are ready, please seek them out and do what needs to be done. Sure. I didn't retain any of that. All I know is kill some Coeurls or search for them and then speak with Rakontai about the jackals.
Yellowjackets want to know if I'm hiding more jackals? Fine. I'll come clean if it means preserving me liberty. All the jackals are long gone, but there's a wolf pup I was looking after not too far from here. Jackals are easy to come by in Ailport, but wolves? You can be sure folk will pay good money for 'em. With the Yellowjackets breathing down my neck of late, though, I haven't had time to care for 'em. Poor thing's probably too weak from hunger to move. I'll tell you where I hid 'em, but if you want to take 'em, best move now. What with the Coeurls running wild and killing the pirates, jackals and all, it won't be long before they start snooping about for more animals to train. I have to warn you, though, it may be a pup, but he'll likely make a meal of anyone what gets close to him. Try winning over his stomach with this here succulent bone. If that ain't enough, try rubbing his belly to soothe him. You can bet he'll be following you everywhere. I left the critter in Quarterstone. Hurry before the pirates find him.
All the way down in Quarterstone, huh? Okay. There's also a quest atop the wall. Doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do. Do it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Airport. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And we are in Airport, and this is their song. Hello, Snyder. Ah, I can only kind of stand on this with you. And by stand on it, I mean fly. Anyways, Snyder, don't fall off. And keep your day job. Private Snyder needs your help in the defense of Airport.
Hawk! Enemy in the sky! Pull yourself together, Private. You've been trained for this. Even if the only action you've ever seen has been street fights, tavern brawls, and fisticuffs over who cheated at checkers. First things first, I must ready the cannon. Now, to walk myself through the steps. Right. Make certain you are with Sucker, for arming a cannon is no swift matter. So far, so good. I'll just get Kamel and... Kamel? That girl. Always nowhere to be found when she's needed. Fine. Sarge always sit to improvise. Hey, you there, adventurer. Limsa has need of your service. Slow down the enemy while I arm the cannon. I'll be ready ere the fifth carcass is cold. Promise you.
This person is targeting me. Aspects of Aether. No. No, thank you. No. Alright. What am I slaying? Puck hatchlings. Ah! Are they really any threat to Ailport? They're hatchlings. Oh, the wind of succubus. Oh. Alright. We have a slew of things to slay. Excellent. I have to remember that the first thing they're gonna do every time is shoot. There we go. Do 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 do. These poor, poor bats. You know, one would argue that they have two wings. But apparently, no. Just staple them together. Alright. Dang old puck catchlings. Dang old cute puck catchlings. Surprised you didn't try to fire on me. Alright, now for the jackals. No, baby coral. Baby coral! No! Oh! Scurvy dogs. It's okay, little kitty. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. The baby coral looks at you affectionately. Just like that one cat that has the extremely deep voice. Meow. Meow. I can't even go that deep. Meow. Meow. Somewhere around there. A little deeper.
Welcome back, adventurer. How did you fare against the corals in Skull Valley?
There's this. Hold it out like Simba.
I see. So this baby coral is all that remains. It is truly a shame it came to this.
Sure is.
Most of the jackals died fighting against corals, but it would seem you slew the pirate's last litter while saving this one. Let us at least take solace in knowing the bloodshed is ended. There's a bit of good news to be had, however. I received word not long ago that a group of pirates related to our investigation was taken into custody. To instigate such carnage without scruple, the true animals in this case have been placed behind bars. With any luck, their leader and remaining members will join them shortly. But what to do about this baby coral? He seems quite fond of you, almost as if you were his parent. The yellow jackets are not fit to care for a coral, especially when full grown. But we cannot simply release him back into the wilds. I suppose there is only one option. That's right. It's your responsibility now. Friend, I leave this baby coral in your capable hands. I'm sure you'll do what's best for him.
Okay. Goodbye, Gilgamesh. Whoop. Land Dracula. Ooh, White Griffin. Alright. Goodbye, Gilgamesh. And hello, baby coral. You can't climb up onto my shoulder, can you? Oh, whoops. Sure can't. Alright, well, you'll just follow me then. We'll go find a wolf. Gitarnka, away! Aww. A cute little cat and soon to have a cute little wolf. Doggo. Oh. Aww. Little starved pup. You want want a delectable canine treat that was not made using a plump lalafell. What? Let me just calm you down. It's okay. Hey. And now I have it a pup. Doodaloo. Watch as this cat tries to keep up. Crazy to think that that thing turns into a giant cheetah with like 10-foot long whiskers. 10-foot long tentacle whiskers. Okay. A couple things to turn in here. They scribbled, I found this wolf pup too. You know, we don't need to be this close for you to turn in the quest. But I heard from her contact that you went looking for the star pup in Quarterstone. Did you have any luck? Sure did. It's a seemingly abandoned pup with a growling stomach. Ah, so this is the pup Rakanta has been hiding. Well done. She was here not long ago, as a matter of fact. Seems she is willing to cooperate with the authorities and to help set things right. But that's not all, friend. While you were searching for this pup, a group of pirates related to the investigation was taken into custody. We couldn't have done it without your help. The ringleader is yet to be found, but perhaps now Elport can enjoy a moment of respite. All that remains is what to do with this pup. He seems to have taken a liking to you. Perhaps it would be best if you looked after him. You know, kind of like that cat. There's simply no room for him at headquarters, and letting him wander about on his own is out of the question. I realize how sudden this is, but please give him a good home. You got it, scribbled. Goodbye, kitty. Hello, wolf. There we go. Set all the favorites. Oh, look at the hotel. No. All right. Now, up top. Doo-doo. If only that scarf of yours was green, then I could call you Link. Alright, Snidel. Did you, ready the cannons?
Ready to fire. I keep my promises to adventure. You keep your skills well honed, I see. A moment. I just received a dispatch. What? They weren't attacking Elport? Well, that's... What? We're not important enough? They were just babies? Well, you'd have to be duller than a box of hair to fly at a cannon position, times being what they are. I suppose all's well that ends well. But I must admit, I was looking forward to putting my training to real use. I didn't join the Maelstrom to break up brawls, you know. And now I shall have to clean the cannon.
Well, you kind of brought it upon yourself. Oh, and now you got another quest. Mountains out of molehills. I mean, I think we've already been there and done that. Storm Private Snydro smells of salt, meat, salt, malt, and bad ideas, and appears intent on securing your services again. Alright.
Well, I made a right mess of things the other day.
You mean like 20 minutes ago?
Commander Balbrita said she'd dock my pay if I pulled something like that again. At least I didn't get tossed in the brig like Kamel. I have been very
What?
I've been very cherry since. You can be certain of that. I've little enough coin as it is in the pay purse to slake my thirst with. But this time, there's a real attack on Ailport, and off I go to arm the cannon. Save Ailport from those bloodbaths on 4 legs. And we'll see what the commander has to say about my pay then. Adventure for Ailport and glory. Slow down the horde. I'm certain to be ready by the time you slaughter 5.
Hedge moles? Really? Hedge moles. Hedge moles? Ooh. Whoop. Alright. You want a bat wings, huh? Doodaloo. I'll give you some bat wings.
Ahoy there. Keep your voice down. Nobody's business but ours, innit? You got what I asked for?
The elastic wing of a dusk bat?
Sure, what did I just say? Them's the ones. That's a pretty job as I've seen. Know your way around the battle, eh? Well, that's just fine. Thank you. Why? We sellers can be a superstitious lot, you know? Some of the crew might look at me odd-like for carrying bat parts. When the wind's done died and the water casks are dry, it's odd one day, overboard the next.
Is that you? Red Mage? Oh. Anyways.
What? No superstition about that. The Dusker's been my luck since I was a boy. Survived more than 2 weeks. Oh shit, I clicked by accident. This journey will be sailing past the Isles of Umbra, and I can feel the sea honing those reefs. The lights at Ferro Sirius burn dim since the calamity, and I've always found it a mite too much like that old watchtower for comfort. I ain't been that affrighted boy for a long time. Ill-used, starved, and more than half mad, inching down that sandstone wall on handholds no bigger than fingertip. But I'll have me 5 batwings on every journey, just the same as that boy had.
Okay. If this doesn't unlock that dungeon, dang it. I know it wouldn't. Pretty sure Pharaoh Sirius is like a level 40 or something. Mummy dearest. The bashful air ill suits a Regaden, but Aldvoort has it nevertheless, wearing the sheepishness like an commodious singlet. My brain is shutting down. Alright.
Oh, Garlanus. It clean slipped my mind the last time, but I have another thing to ask of you. My bearings are lively on the water, but on land, well, I'm what you landlubbers call at sea. I've got a letter that needs delivering, and you're the man for it, if you are one, in fact, but you're not, so haha, I am sorry. I went ashore on some rock on the voyage in, and the faded petticoat comes up to me, says she got a daughter in Camp Skull Valley, what she hadn't seen in years. Had tears in her eyes. Pretty eyes, too, for a woman past her child in years.
Okay then.
She must have been a real beauty in her day. Always had a soft spot for tawny eyes. Mayhap because the sea is a green-eyed virago and the skies, her sisters, have eyes blue and red, grey and black. Well, this daughter of hers goes by Viltsviz. You'll take the letter to her?
Okay. Come along, little pup. Oh. The little way that it runs, wagging its butt. Oh. Alright. Yatarnka, we ride. Oh yeah. Forgot about this little place over here before the Sahagan land. There's gonna be a bunch of side quests in here one day. Woo! Oh yeah. Also more bugs. Killer mantis. What's this? Greetings, adventurer. They said you were looking for me? A sealed missive addressed to Maelstrom Sergeant Viltvis. A letter from Mama. I haven't heard from her in so long. She never answered my letters. No, stay, for I'll have a reply to send. What the? Oh, the stone-hearted, grasping hag. Wouldn't let me take so much of a hunk of dried fish when I left the island, and now she wants Gil? That succubus! You think me cold? Well, fie on what you think. I wanted something better than tilling salty fields and spilling small fry out of the nets, and occasionally taking a passing sailor into my bed for more of the same. She received no reply from me. Thank you for your service, and good day to you. Here, have 3 elegant bronze pieces. Okay. I get it. It's okay. Toxic Avenger. It is a cool and collected Sergeant Viltsviz who seeks an obliger today, rather than the heart-sore fire eater of the other day. Weapons and armor in order. Saltpeter in order. Basic provisions all in order. Poisons? Oh, this vial's nearly gone. Adventurer, Garlanus, was it? Mayhap we can let bygones be bygones. You are skilled in wrangling beasts, I hear, and I have a need of pelican poison. The poison can be readily gathered from pelicans in the area, but I must continue my duties here. Are you so minded to undertake the task? No, I can do that. Anything to help out the grant companies, I suppose. Rothlet Pelican, do you have oysters on you? What? Give me your raw oysters. Your raw Rothwood oysters. Dang. Let's also just, while we're out here killing, go take care of these poor little moles. Hedge moles. Ooh. And down you go. Excellent. Do 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 do. Alright. Gonna turn this one in, go run back, turn the other one in, then maybe we'll be done with this area for now. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I doubt it, but fingers crossed.
I welcome your return, adventurer. Have you what I asked for?
Sure do. Contrary to popular belief, pelicans are highly poisonous creatures that spray their victims with a powerful neurotoxin.
Ah, I see you are not stinting your filling in the vials. The last adventurer returned with each barely half full and had the cheek to demand full payment. I have had a low opinion of adventurers since, but you know of our past with the kobolds, but they are not the foe we fight today. Nay, all our guns are trained on the Sahagin. Such a wee thing, this vial. But this, too, is a gun. So susceptible the Sahagin are to pelican poison that even the rawest recruit may, with a poison-tipped arrow, find herself a fisher of beastmen. There was a settlement once, near Halfstone. Then the primal Leviathan rose and the Sahagin invaded. Work of the generations was undone in a season, and whole families perished. I never knew the Halfstone settlement, but I believe it to be a home worth fighting for. And so we fight with steel, fire, and even poison to reclaim that which is ours.
You are welcome to do so, Darken Priest. Lurk is always appreciated. Another from Vilsvis. My brother's not a keeper. Quite thawed towards you after a wintry start. Vilsvis is practically humming as she devises a new task for you to undertake.
Campskull Valley was built to hold against attacks from the sea. To the north and south lie narrow channels, with a tide gate each to hold the Sahagin at bay. Will you deliver a bottle of lowland wine to the captains of North and South Tidegate? Call it a small privilege of the quartermaster. Please take the first bottle to Captain Thaleret of South Tidegate.
South first, got it. South Tidegate. And then we're getting more side quests. Yikes. Alright, well, before we hunker down over on this side here, let's go ahead and tell Nairo that the hedge moles have been dispatched. Okay. Whoop. Gotta pay attention to where I'm riding a chocobo. The devastating hedge moles have been dealt with.
Well, Slade. Or do I mean slain? I shall need to know these things if I'm to be officer. I've got the powder and ball loaded and primed. Now for the slow match. Hark, a dispatch. Stand down forthwith. Not again. But surely these adamantoises are clear and present. Hedge moles? You're certain? Well, but that's like an adamantoise except, weak and not at all dangerous. Why, oh why? Perhaps I have been cursed by some enemy? Not very likely for a mere storm private, second class or no. Now the commander will dock my pay and leave my whistle dry as dust. Well, my good person, it is called Aleport. I spent a deal of time admiring the undersides of many a tavern table. I can tell you that. What? It could be that my humors are out of balance from a surfeit of ale. And thus, I see it now. There's excess blood, which has overfed my martial zeal. Garlanus, your learned ways have shown me the light. Much thanks. I go now to receive a leeching.
Okay. Oh, not again. Walk of shame. A wan and listless Nairo has for you a new request. The first that does not involve slaying half a dozen beasts.
Greetings, Garlanus. Will you deliver this in my stead to Camp Skull Valley? It's, my report to Commander Falkbreda. I was as plain-spoken as I could be, and I was going to report in person, but for some reason, I've barely the strength to visit the barber for leechings, let alone make the trip to Skull Valley. I don't suppose I'd be spared a dock and pay. You don't think they'd clap me in the brig, do you?
Only one way to find out. Oh no, the mantises are approaching. Okay. Falkbreda, I have a letter for your eyes only.
Ah, an adventurer, and one whose name rings a bell. You have been of service to the Maelstrom, I hear.
What brings you to Skull Valley? Periodic account of happenings in and around the hamlet of Aleport. After recent events, one might assume that this particular report will read more akin to a letter of apology, though.
A report from Private Snyder.
It does her little credit that she did not make the trip herself. Stay while I peruse this.
She does not prevaricate, at least that...
She does not prevaricate, at least, that one. Unfortunate how she has gone to rack and ruin since she was posted to Alport. She was among the first in her shoal to be promoted to second class, yet now... Do you know what a soldier's greatest enemy is, Garlanus? Boredom. I suspect Styro has played the craven in fighting this foe. I shall order the Patemaster to dock her pay, but I'll not sign a censure. If she can stay out of the taverns and learn to keep herself busy, she may yet earn her salt.
Good for her. Then now you have something.
Lest we forget.
Okay.
Commander Folkbreeder has a task for you, it seems. It is gratifying to know that at least one person in the encampment welcomes your presence.
I mean, I suppose.
Tarry a while, Galanus. It will not be said that an adventurer came to Camp Skull Valley and left without the honest pay for honest work. We have a problem that other encampments may well find enviable. The dodos are so plentiful that they even nest within the barracks. The nest must be removed forthwith, before it draws beasts dangerous to men as well as birds.
Okay. Shoo! Away! Get out of here. Ah! And be gone with your belching. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Really? You couldn't send a single one of your soldiers to do that?
Swiftly done. They do say that where a soldier dallies, an adventurer hurries. And peaceful as it may seem now, this encampment was built to ward against the kobolds of Ogomero to the north. We do not forget our purpose. You only need to look to our name. The valley floor was once lined with the skulls of kobolds we slew, so that no invader might reach its southern mouth and the settlements beyond without treading on death with every step. Nowadays, it seems we are in danger of treading on dodo eggs at every turn. Or on the adders that feast on them. The dodos brought by settlers now run feral and keep us in meat, eggs, and headaches.
Thanks for the bronze pieces. You know what? I should probably also mend my stuff. Or apparently, I've taken no damage to any of it. With how little combat I've done of my level. Ooh. Fancy horse. Let's also let's also look at selling some of this stuff that I don't need whatsoever. For now. And then I will need it at some point. Okay. Don't sell the carbonized matter. I can sell the tin and bronze pieces though. Alright. The spinach. Grapes. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Just sell the rest of this dye. Alright, sort through that. Okay. That should do for now. Yeah. Excellent. To the south gate. We mustn't tarry. Ah. Yutanka. We ride. Oh wow. It's already been over 3 hours. Might be getting to that time. Kind of want to finish up Western Lenosi side quests for now, though. So we'll still have a little ways to go, maybe. Hell, adventurer! What brings you to South Tidegate? This white wine made from the green lowland grapes of Lenosi, which is said to have bold citrus flavor with hints of apple, pear, and cinnamon. But, you know, just about every seller says it tastes like wine. Bottle of lowland from Sergeant Vildsvis. Now isn't that something? And isn't she something? Crisp yet full-bodied is my guess. You know, didn't think I had a chance with a woman like that, but looks like she's sweet on me. Always was popular with the fairer sex, if I say so myself. I have a brother. You heard about? You heard about that? He's the captain of the North Tidegate. Like as peas in a pod, they say. But they never popped those peas out of the pod, if you take my meaning. Gross. Vildsvis. Got a way about her, she does. Cool as spray. But there's fire there, and welcome she is to show me the light and scorch off every stitch between the two of us. Calm down. Yudarnka, we ride to the brother. To more than likely have them say vaguely the same thing. I presume. Mr. Peas in an unpopped pod. Ooh. Oh, wait, what? You have to report to her first before going to the second? What? Sure.
Ah, there you are. Did Captain Stallret receive it well? The other bottle is for Captain Nortmoen of North Tidegate. I should have mentioned, they're brothers in blood as well as arms. You'd think them closer for it, but the bickering is well nigh constant.
Doodaloo. A killer mantis. Very interesting company you keep here. Halt, adventurer! North Tidegate is no place for idlers. I just have this bottle of wine for you.
Vilsvis? The quartermaster, that mousy-looking girl? Still, she has excellent taste in wine. And must be a mind reader, for I've a supper of ocean cloud waiting that wants nothing more than a glass of lowland vintage. So, sent you over with a bottle just for me, huh? What? Sent one to that back berth in South Tidegate too? Oh, you know what he's going to think now that she's his for the taking. That's strutting. Well, he's got another think coming. Misunderstanding and an innocent kindness like that. She's a quartermaster. Doesn't he know this is a professional interest? That goatish fool. I won't have him bothering that lovely girl. No. Alright. Well. What about you, Alir Loaf? Alir Loeth? Flowers for Ergahammer. Instead of Algernon. Learned men write that he who is wroth feels not the approach of night, and Ellerloth certainly seems insensible to all but his pressing needs for your service.
Where is Rohanth? I told that barnacle the engineers were letting us check the new cannon out for a test. The 12 know when the mood will next strike those hugger-muggers. Probably over at the crypt again. Morbid, I call it. I like a good wallow now and then, but he broods on dead folk he don't even know. You go fetch Rohanth. I'd be liable to profane the lich yard by beating him about his thick head with that big stone hourglass. Ah, there I go again, blaspheming the keeper. Not that I much cared for that Ponce, and that's probably another bit of abominating. Here, take these flowers. Rohanth's at the Fondo's crypt. Give him the pretties for the dead. That'll clear my slate with the golds.
Okay. Excuse me. Rest in peace of the 12, Air Gamer. I have white six-petaled flowers with bright orange yellow centers to offer.
Ah, you bring flowers. Come, no need to be shy. There's plenty of space. Small in life, he who keeps here in large in death.
What?
He who sleeps here is large in death.
Let me just throw those up into the air to have them land perfectly on there. Beautiful.
You'd never know now there was a hamlet here, would ye? Halfstone, 'twas called. Built on the sweat of near 10 score brows, and put to the Sahagan's torch. The settlers fought, aye, and how, with not a trained soldier among them. Ergamer was one of those, a farmer by trade. He stayed behind to cover the final retreat, asking for as many arrows as could be spared. Then he took off his boots and gave them to another, saying it wasn't far where he was going. And here he lies now. time was, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine doing what he did. You don't hold fast to much in a privateer's life. No pirate captain's going down with her ship, and any captain who looks to loyalty more than gold is liable to have his throat slit. But now, I got to be better than that, don't I? I got to be more like Ergamer.
I suppose you do. Scythe extra large. Sergeant Rohanth has the cross-eyed look of a man threading a needle, and none can doubt that you are the stitch in time, what saves 9.
An adventurer, are you? It seems a shame for you to come all the way out here without more to show for it. How about a bit of Valken hunting? There's a few killer mantises about on account of a hatching we missed. The commander sent out hunting parties and collected 10 in 6 heads. There's no more than 20 in a clutch. Think you can handle the last 4?
I mean, yeah. Easy enough. So long as they don't have any Thornberry-like insta moves. There we go. And one last one. There we go.
Nasty critters, those killer mantises. I'm sure Ergamer wouldn't have wanted anyone dying near his resting place. Good hunting, adventurer. Zisk, see the birds fly to their nests. It's time I return to the gate. Elielov said we'd be testing a new cannon. Like to blow himself to bits without me. You can collect your pay from Commander Falkbreda at Camp Skull Valley. Be well, adventurer. The 12 go with you.
Yuternka, away! Such that this might be the last? Or will there be one more after? What do we got?
Ah, Garlanus. You have become a familiar face about these parts. What brings you here today? The rest of the killer mantises? Well done, and I must commend Sergeant Rohanth for his quick thinking. You have the thanks of this camp. Sometimes I fear that we will lose the war against the Sahagin for having to deal with the pests and beasts.
Yep, another one.
I hereby relieve you.
Excellent. When the commander of Skull Valley herself wants a word with a humble adventurer before Z takes to the road, all indications are that something unusual is afoot.
I hear you're leaving us, Garlanus. News travels fast in an encampment. Mayhap you can assist us one last time on your journey out. I have a dispatch here from Maelstrom Command, from Commodore Rayner of the Yellow Jackets. We have been investigating the Sestasha Sigrot on their orders, but it seems they have taken on an adventurer of excellent repute and pleasing manner, the Commodore writes, to complete the work. Now, if you... Yes? This is you he speaks of? Of course. Well, Camp Skull Valley would be glad to add to the burnish of your repute. You have carried out your commissions admirably well. Admirably well. Commodore Rayner and many others in command are of the same mind as I, that we have spread our forces too thin with these tasks. I am all too happy to withdraw our men from the caves, truth be told. Chief Sergeant Kutguistel is the ranking officer at the Sestasha Seagrot. Locate him and tell him that his mission is complete, and he is ordered to report back to Skull Valley.
Can do. Ow. Yutanka? One last ride. Just kidding. There are many, 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 many more rides for us. But I believe if fate is on our side, that this will be the last for a good while here in Western Lenosi. As someone dances before someone else crafting. Catquistel, is it? Halt, adventurer! Do you mean to enter the Sestasha Seagrot? I would advise against it. You'll likely perish in its labyrinthine depth. Trust me. Were it not for sheer strength of will, I'd not be standing here. What am I doing out here, you ask? This is a comely spot for strategizing, I find. Far better than the labyrinthine depth of the cave, friend. In there, none shall hear you scream, particularly since everybody else has been reassigned. Me, as well, you say? Back to Camp Skull Valley, and away from the labyrinthine depth of that hellhole? Most excellent. I have my principles and would willingly have sacrificed my life for the mission, but I am not grieved to cede that prospect to you, and bid this grot good day. My place is at a fort or on the battlefield, not crawling through a dank cave with coils of rope and sheaves of paper, fearing I shall never see the daylight again. I warn you, friend, there is much danger in those depths. It is... what is the word? Labyrinthine, I tell you? Yeah, you've said it a few times. And there we go. Cleared. All that's left until other ones randomly appear is Upper Lenosi. And the out of my league currently, Upper Lenosi. No, outer. This is upper. Then outer. There's no northern Lenosi. There's just upper and outer. Huh. Anyways. That takes care of that. And now we go on one last little ride back to Limsa, so that we may rest for the night. Excellent. I hope ooh. Whoop. Uh-huh. Just noticed my cropping has gone off slightly. I'll have to fix that next time. Or when I go to log out here. Yeah. I hope all of you that are that have stuck it through have enjoyed. But it is the end of my night for streaming this. We're just gonna head back to Limsa and get into an inn. But then next time around, take a peek around for some more side quests, or maybe just abandon ship and either work on MSQ or land in hand. Ugh. But for now, a nice, good night's sleep is in order. And if not for you, then a well and good amount of time until you find yourself ready for sleep. We'll see how often we can keep this up. It's definitely not going to be every day, but weekends, an odd day here and two, here and there, here and two, here and there during the week. I am heading away from where the inns are. There we go. Head on up. That's the way I want to go. Excellent. We are retiring to an inn room. Alright. And then let me, before I go logging out, go ahead and fix this crop, because I just noticed that my, now that I resized the chat, it's, not cropped exactly the same way. I want to take like another 20 off the bottom there, I think. A little more. Yeah, 225 looks good. Just listen to that sleepy time music. Oh. Look at that little pupper. Alright. Well, I do believe that concludes this stream. So we should do this again sometime, though. Thank you all for joining me. Take it easy, huh?